Attention all shoppers. If you have a sweet tooth, we have a special treat for you. If your purchase within the next half hour amounts to $5 or more, we'll give you a bag of hard candy free.
Welcome back to the DIADF.
It's what the kids are calling it these days.
Have you been DF'd lately?
I've been DVDA'd, but not DF'd. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
DP.
yeah. DP. That's the way the kids like it. How's it going? Wow.
How did you like that case? A rubber mask heroin freak out feast of flesh.
How
Did you
about it?
like it?
And if you
Let
liked
us
it, guess
know.
what? The second movie is also on the beach. Also got a rubber hood, ripped off from the Outer Limits. The bubble monster looks very similar to one episode of Outer
Yeah.
Limits. And here we are. We're about to go to the beach again, except this one's got like Aztec death cults and girls dancing,
Oh,
fancy dancers,
it's
and
way
all sorts
wilder.
of stuff.
It's wilder than the beach
Yeah,
in Feast of Flesh by a mile. Although
yeah,
the houses, I think, are nicer in Feast of Flesh.
yeah. Everybody in Feast of Flesh was fancy. How about that? Like you were talking about,
Yeah.
everybody's got a suit on. Everybody is dressed to the nines. The lamps in their houses are fucking amazing. Like it's so good.
You're at the beach,
Like
and not only that, you live there. Like, who are you dressing for?
right? Like they're not even wearing like boat shoes like Crockett and Tubbs. They're straight up wearing leather shoes all the time. Like these people, they're dressed like this. They're dressed nice. This is a night of pizza
When the
face.
sun was out, though, they
Yeah.
they looked nice on the beach. They took their clothes off on the beach,
Mm-hmm.
like down to just sexy bikinis, and there was some makeout stuff going on between the same gender. It
Some
was
necking.
pretty wild.
Yeah.
It was a wild place to be.
Some sapphic interludes, as we'd
I think
say.
there were some dudes that were into each other too.
Of course.
You could see it whenever the stripper scene happened, and they kept focusing on these faces, and
Yeah.
I kind of picked up on that. I don't know, maybe it was just my imagination.
Just my imagination once again running away from me.
Anyway,
Anywho, but yeah, I loved it. I loved it even more this time. That print looked gorgeous. That was on the YouTubes, and I'm so excited for this second movie. Thanks everybody for coming in and watching it with us. I hope you're as excited. Let us know if you've
yeah,
seen the second movie before or not. We've talked about movies living in the same universe. This is right down the next side of the beach, except this beach is a little dirtier and a little scuzzier. And that's the way we like it. And thanks again to
yeah,
Michael, AC, and Tim for being generous sponsors for tonight's show. And we also have
yeah,
two sponsors for next week. But that should not stop you from making a small donation to help keep the show going.
right on.
Yeah.
It's really nice to see people engaged like that, and we're not asking for a whole bunch of money. Just
No.
the smallest of sums is enough if
I mean,
everybody.
$100 is fine. I mean, don't feel like you got to give more than $100
God,
a
no.
week. No. There's no tariffs on us. You can just give us as much as you want.
You can, yeah,
Yeah.
if you want to, but
Yeah, but you don't have to. You can watch this for free. We're not asking for anything. But
we're not
yeah,
for profit. But
no,
there
no. I based
are,
everything in my youth on how much an issue of Hustler cost. So like $5.95.
yeah, we don't expect more than that.
They don't expect more than that. Now I base everything in my life on how much an Emmanuel box set costs, Black Emmanuel set costs, so sometimes my wife will buy something. She wanted a shed for her birthday, and I said, "That's like 10 Emmanuel box sets," and she or 400 issues of Hustler in the 90s.
Lee,
She,
you did sponsor. Your donation came in after I had the videos created
Mhm.
for this week, so we're going to put you on the marquee the next show that we do.
Yeah,
You and there was another donation that came in from Ator
Vitor
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam, yes, a
I
friend in
got
New
it
York.
backwards.
Yeah,
So
who's
you'll
occasionally
see your name in lights next week.
I will get photos of Ator making the drinks sometimes too. And he was at the drive-in a couple of drive-ins ago, and I met him. Uh, I was like, God, I was super high when I met him, but I'm like, yeah, I'm sure he was fine with it. I mean, nothing that's
He's a
not a
great
surprise.
guy.
Yeah, great guy.
He was super chill and,
Mhm.
just really dug movies. He drove a long way to be
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
So I hope the experience was worth it,
yeah,
to Moonbeam.
yeah,
We hope to see you again. As
yeah.
we caught up with a bunch of friends at the Monsterama a couple weeks ago. It was a
We made
lot of
some new
fun.
ones. We made some new
Yeah.
buddies, and that's the best part, I think.
But no, the best part was the lap full of ice water that you got.
Oh my god! I was like,
Or
I'd like to never get an erection again. Uh, what can we
I
do?
doubt that.
I know. I had one when I got it. So yeah. So Steve said he convinced his grandma that we're a spinoff of the 700 Club.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah.
Wow, we're gonna have to start a nonprofit if we do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Come see us at Heritage USA, our special drive-in themed park,
Church
uh,
of Exploitation.
the Church of Exploitation. I saw that we can be sent stars. We're going to have to think through that. We've
Yeah.
I guess you get a penny per star once you sign up for it. I did some quick reading, so yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I think I looked into that once, and they were like, "Sorry, you don't qualify." So
yeah,
hopefully, do I qualify for stars now?
yeah.
Wow.
What? Yeah, send us, stars, or
Like
when
the
you see us at
Velvet
the
Rope.
drive-in, pass us a bottle of booze. I mean, that's cool
Yeah.
payment too. We're good with that too. Or whatever you hand us. Like, hey, I found these pills on the ground. Oh yeah. Hey, by the way, Phil's mentioning too, two folks from the show coming up next Friday. AC Nicholas doing Guns for Dollars,
Oh
and
yeah.
Jen Upton's doing Sonatine, which is a great movie with Beat Takeshi in it. So that's pretty cool. And then I just did the One Armed Swordsman, and that was fun too.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
haven't listened to it yet, but
yeah, it's a lot of us talking about TV shows. So yeah, you know me. Can I stay on topic? No. So a good one.
it's like herding cats, Sam Panico.
I'm like several cats. Yeah,
You know how some people can walk their cat on a leash? That idea blows
I
my
could walk
mind.
Charlie the cat. When I had Charlie, he would walk on a leash.
Wow. I've
Yeah,
never had a cat that would tolerate something like that.
yeah, he could do it. It took a long time to get him there, but yeah, he could do it.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, like I've known people that are able to put like sweaters on their cats and stuff. I was like, oh my god, none of my cats would have
Andy the cat, you could put a
tolerated.
sweater on
Oh,
because he was the most chill cat in the history of chill cats, and he would just be like, oh, "All right, fuck it, yeah, cool," and you could put like a
Max
shirt
would
on.
not have done
Oh,
that.
Max was his own dude though. Max like kind of just stayed in the backyard and did whatever.
He was awesome, and
Yeah,
he was just like out there lurking under the lilac bush,
yeah,
waiting for animals that might try and enter the yard, and then he would charge at them.
yeah.
One night he brought a raccoon in.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes, he was hanging out in the backyard with a raccoon, and there was like a little part of the door that he broke through the screen door, and he would like come through there at night, and I'm getting ready to close the back door, and I'd call him in, and instead of Max, a raccoon runs in, and Max runs in right
oh,
behind him. I'm like,
oh my
don't
god.
bring your friends home. We talked about this.
Yeah, get a room. Vince asked, when are we going to get some Rondo awards? Who knows?
Oh my god,
Probably never.
never.
Never. I also, if I got that big head on my shelf, I would probably freak out. Like, like it would scare me.
I have a better one. I have Mark Lawrence's head looking right at me.
Right? Would you rather? I'd rather have Mark Lawrence's head too.
Mm-hmm. It kind of looks like a Rondo award.
It
And I
does.
didn't realize that until I saw a picture of a Rondo recently
Yeah.
in my social media feed. It
Yeah.
certainly wasn't because of any other reason.
I'm good. I'm going to tell people that we won the Mark Lawrence Award, and people are like, how do you get that? I'm like, yeah, there was only one, and Bill
And
won
we
it.
got it.
And we got it. It's for Bill. Yeah. Maybe I'll win an Amityville Award for how many Amityville movies I've watched. But maybe not. Watched Bigfoot Exorcist this week, Bill, and pretty good actually. Believe it or not, Donald Farmer coming back, still doing like not shot on video, but doing movies still years later, and it was it's got a lot of satanic stuff in it, and it's got an alien looking Bigfoot. It's on Tubby. Recommend it. Tonight, this next movie is on Tubby too, Bloodthirst, which has a lot of titles as well. So that's pretty exciting. This movie is a beach movie too, shot on location somewhere in the Philippines in 1965, and then not released until
I didn't
1970.
find any ads for it under any other title.
Oh, I have Blood Seekers, The Horror from Beyond, and Bloodthirst are the three titles that I've seen for it.
Huh.
And it's also got a Vic Diaz in it. I mean, if you make a movie in the Philippines, Vic Diaz is your John Carradine, right? He's going to show up and he'll be like, I'll be in your movie. So he's definitely in this. So that's good. And then we got nobody else that you're probably going to recognize. But this has drugs in it too. It's got cults and stuff. It was directed by Newt Arnold, who did not direct a movie after this for 17 years until he made Bloodsport with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Pretty exciting. This is a cheap monster movie and a film noir, and also 74 minutes. And it feels like The Mask in this comes from a feasibility study from The Outer Limits, very similar. Can someone take the Aztec secret of living forever and keep it going for centuries? If this movie is any indication. See, as they say. I don't know if that's what they'd say in the Philippines, but yeah. I dig this movie, obviously. There's an extended dance scene that you may have seen in the trailers for it. God damn it, when a movie slows down enough to give me a dance scene, I'm super into it. More movies should have dance breaks. And werewolf breaks. I only know of one movie with a werewolf break. There should be more of those too. So here we are at another beach. The first movie we were talking about when we were watching it, there's a very Mary, Mary, Bloody Mary vibe to the first movie we watched tonight too. This another movie with death on beaches and lesbianic overtones, not undertones. There's overtones. Lesbianic, yeah.
Lesbionic, is that
lesbionic? Yeah, I was going to use sapphic again, or sappho, but it's already been used. So, daughters of Dorothy. What can we call it?
The lesbianic woman would be amazing.
Oh yeah,
should be fun to hang out with.
Oh yeah, when her hips are going, you hear the she's like she does everything in slow motion.
Not that Jamie Summers wouldn't be fun to hang out with too.
Oh, no.
I loved Jamie Summers.
Well, she lent her name to the brat Jamie Summers, 80s porn star. And if you instantly heard Jamie Summers like me and thought, you mean the VCA actress? You're a pervert, and you shouldn't. Yeah, but anyways, lesbianic rolls in slow mo. That's the name of my next band, Lesbianic. Let's be serious. Let's be talking about the second movie.
There will be an Electro Manuel track, by the way, for our second feature tonight. You may not know this, Sam, but they posted a song for our second feature too. So we're going to do that a little bit later before the drink segment.
They've been doing this new album too of all gore movies, and there's one for the Abomination that came out.
So, I saw that one.
It's pretty exciting. Who knew people knew the Abomination so well? So what are they going to do?
So active too.
I know they're going to do a Demonoid song or something next.
It must be like all that they do. It's just write and record this music.
It's a bunch of weird Italian people that are somehow into drive-in movies. But more power to them. They, them.
Could it be Asia Argento?
It could be. Imagine. They have a YouTube page.
Someone said that she sounded like Kelly Clarkson, the one on Tonight Show.
Yeah, I know. I don't know about that. I don't know any Kelly Clarkson. I only know Since You've Been Gone. That's the only Kelly Clarkson song I know.
Or was it Kelly Clarkson, or was it the one about she slashes her boyfriend's tires?
Carry on until he cheats.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Someone said they're convinced that Electro Manuel is just Bill with AI.
With AI?
No, not true. They're Italian.
I don't think that's true.
They're Italian. I do know that they have Italian roots. I do know that.
Oh yeah, they absolutely do. That is true.
That is true. but that's all that we know. Very mysterious. Yeah. Anywho.
Um, I
Hmm.
guess we should look at ads. Maybe I don't
Let's look
know.
at this. Let's talk about
Is it
this
too
movie.
soon?
Is it
Talk
too
about
soon to tell
72.
it's 72?
Let's wait till the marquee runs out.
God, it is never too soon to talk about 72. Uh, that's what I believe. Uh, you've been posting some great ads. I can't wait for the third segment to catch up on them. You've been posting great stuff this week. I just want you to know
Yeah,
that.
I've been off the rails with the page. Like usually
Yeah,
I just go through an entire city, but
yeah,
now I'm like a pinball machine,
yeah,
and I kind of like this
yeah,
too. I might go back just for my sanity, go back to the methodical pace of the page, but I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe this is something different.
Mike Justice is claiming to be an Electro Manuel.
Mm,
Yeah,
someone admitted it. Mike
yeah.
Justice.
I am Spartacus.
Et tu, Brute?
Mm-hmm.
So,
There was a is Saturday Night Live is usually not funny, but there was one slightly funny sketch last week that was like the end of Bill and Ted 1, and it had Caesar going back. Like, they were sending everybody back, and everybody had to go back. And they're like, "Goodbye, everybody. We'll miss you." And like a couple people didn't want to go back, and they're like, "Look, Caesar's going back, and he's going to get stabbed the moment he comes back by his best friend." And he's like, "What?" And they're like, "Oh, you didn't hear that. Don't worry about it." So, look at these beautiful shirts.
yes, from Silk Screams.
Oh,
I mean, look at that Nail Gun Massacre shirt. Oh,
I love it.
I have that one.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Night of the Living Dead. Silk Screams.
Mm,
You can find them online. They have a big cartel shop.
very nice.
Good stuff.
Great shirts. You know, if you're into these movies like we are, you got to have shirts. You got to
Oh,
show up.
absolutely.
You got to, you know, yeah.
Quadraphonic possess sound. Can someone please recreate this for me?
Yeah.
A 35 millimeter screen, hopefully 70 millimeter,
Oh,
because I think maybe there was. I could just be misremembering that, but at least
yeah.
possess sound
Yeah.
is what I want. What
I
I
want
need.
the possess sound. I want it in Feel-O-Rama, like in Kentucky Fried Movie.
Feel-O-Rama.
Feel-O-Rama, the Kentucky Fried Movie.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? There, I get jealous of other cities when I see like the movies are playing in them, and I'm like, yeah, I wish we did more of that. But maybe when the new Hollywood opens, this will happen, Bill. Who can say?
Yeah. I feel so frustrated all the time because the Mahoning is so tantalizingly
Oh,
close, and yet so far. It's like 6 hours from here, and I tried to act like I could do that regularly.
yeah,
I
it's
went
hard.
to a couple of them, and every time I was like, you know what, I couldn't come out here again for like another 6 months.
I did a shoot in out by there a
Being
couple of
old.
months ago, and it's a hard drive.
Mhm.
As you get older, 6 hours is hard. I'm doing we're having like a team building exercise out there at some point though. So I'm like, yeah, I'll probably stay a couple extra days and go to the Mahoning. So that would be good. Could I talk my company into doing one there? Can we go watch? Maybe not. So ads, you say? There are ads.
Now we have to wait till the marquee runs out.
Marquee.
I put this shit together. I am using it.
No, it's this shit's great, is what I'm saying. Becca was in Seattle and did not go to Scarecrow. I'm let down.
Why?
I know, go.
She doesn't care. Whatever.
No, she's like, she went with me and she's like, oh yeah, neat. They have a lot of VHS tapes, and I was like, they have all the VHS tapes. Like they have like a couple, like tens of thousands of movies. Like this is amazing. She's like, yeah, I guess. I'm like, oh, what are you doing?
Yeah, I guess it isn't. I thought about that. It isn't 6 hours. It's more like because I used to drive to Allentown all the time,
Mm,
and I used to. I mean, I got tickets for it, but I used to get there really quickly.
yeah,
So I don't know.
I got a ticket going to the airport last time. Can you believe that? Oh.
I haven't gotten one for a really long time.
It was my first one in a long time, and the cop didn't even ask for my license or registration. I had him ready, and he's like, "Yeah, we don't need those." I was like,
They already know you.
"Yeah." I was like,
They scanned your barcode.
"They did." So they're like, "You're going really fast," and I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to the airport."
He really talked like that.
Yeah,
Going really fast.
going really fast, aren't you? That's what he sounded like. And I said, "Yeah,
Oh, wise guy.
yeah." He was Roscoe Coltrane, actually. That's what he sounded like. I can't do an impersonation of James Best, but that's what he sounded like.
Roscoe P.
It's
Coltrane.
like, go see my dog.
Have I talked to you about Roscoe's middle name before?
No, what do you think P is? Penis?
I know what it is. And I
Oh, what is
remember
it?
the night that they revealed it.
Huh.
Like I knew somebody who had heard that they were going to reveal his middle name on the show that night,
Hmm.
and it was Roscoe Purvis Coltrane.
Oh, wow.
And she went to tell somebody else, and she kept repeating it to herself: Purvis, 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 Purvis. She walked away.
Wow. Man.
The 70s.
Remember when Enos got a spinoff and then he just
Yeah,
came back? They let
for
him
like
back.
2 episodes or
Yeah.
something.
Not like Flo. They're like, Flo, you can't come back. You're done.
Oh, yeah.
She can't come back. Linda Lavin was like, nope.
Did they tell her she couldn't come back?
But she didn't come back. They had like a whole other season after.
Oh, I know, but I mean, they had Belle after her.
Yeah, I think they're just like, unlike what's her name from the Jeffersons left, and like she was like at a hotel.
Yeah,
And then
I watched her show Checking In.
checking in, it lasted like I think 4 episodes.
The first episode was about how the hotel was haunted.
Yeah, and then she came back like and we were like, yeah, I think that hotel burned down, and she's like right back on the show like nothing happened. If given to my own devices, Bill, though, I will say I'll sing the song from Amen, nonstop, or 227. Both those songs are insidious. They get stuck in my head. 227 was a big show for me.
I never watched either one of
Oh,
those.
oh,
I had like turned my back on TV. I
oh,
think that was when I went to college and I couldn't watch TV.
oh man,
Must have
that
been
was a
like
good.
88.
Other kids went out on Saturday nights. I'm like, I got to be home in time for 227 and Empty Nest and the Golden Girls, and my whole Saturday night block of shows. Um, get there. My parents would go out. They'd be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "No, sorry, I'm going out." If you get the Dukes of Hazzard Christmas album, and who doesn't have the Scotty Brothers release? Flash has this whole song about how Flash loves Christmas. It's like sung to him. It's pretty great. I would always put it on, and I remember years after Dukes of Hazzard was over, my brother and I would like demand that this album be played. My dad's like, "Why are you guys listening to this?" I also PGH used to play Dukes of Hazzard on Sundays at 5 a.m. when it wasn't on for a while, and I was like one of the few people that would stay up all night and do it. Last fact of Dukes of Hazzard, Bill, I wrote a script for a Dukes of Hazzard comeback TV movie, and
Yeah.
it was about a Japanese corporation that took over Hazzard and bought it out from under uh, Boss Hogg, and ninjas were involved, and Cynthia Rothrock was in it. Imagine my surprise when Cynthia Rothrock was in the reunion TV movie of the Dukes of Hazzard. I'm like, there's no way that like I never shared this with anybody, but like the collective unconsciousness, they're like, can Cynthia Rothrock from the Pittsburgh area, can she be in Dukes of Hazzard and be related to the Dukes? Also, can there be martial arts? Yeah. So I should have sent the script. Nobody would want it. Like, whatever, I can watch that.
Canon could have done it.
Oh, damn it! They totally could have.
They wouldn't have been able to call it the Dukes of Hazzard, but they could have just like made an imitation.
Yeah, they would. Well, there's the movie that Dukes of Hazzard's based on, and it's really depressing because Uncle Jesse dies in it. Like, and they get so upset about Uncle Jesse dying, they just blow up everything in town with arrows. God, when I was a kid, I was like, the Dukes solved so many problems with explosive arrows. I was like, fuck, is it going to be that easy when I'm an adult? No, you got to like communicate with people and talk to people. That's what I do at work all day. So I like apologize for people and I get people together and make them talk to each other and communicate. I just want to blow shit up with arrows, but nope. I just want to go to the boar's nest and eat some wings. But such is life. We don't
even have a Grace Jones, Conan the Destroyer outlook on life.
Oh, right. Bo, Luke, Coy, and Vance were in this movie. They all fought ninjas. The ninjas had like Suzuki bikes. Everybody in Hazard was mad about the bikes and all these cars coming in. Oh, it was so good.
Were Coy and Vance the new ones?
The replacements, yeah.
Oh, the Dukelets.
Yeah, when they came in they're all on the cartoon too. Was very upset when Coy and Vance came on. I didn't give him a chance, but I'm like, well, Cooter's still there and Daisy's still there, so I guess I'll be fine. And yeah,
Daisy Dukes.
Daisy Dukes.
Did she
But
ever wear anything other than those shorts?
no, why would she? You know, she was. If you got it, flaunt it. You know.
Who knew at the time? Well, some
Yeah.
people probably knew, but I sure didn't. I'd never seen that movie up until,
No.
probably at least the late 80s.
No.
So I would have never known.
Yeah.
There was probably an age cutoff point of people who knew.
Yeah. Like you like when you're a kid, you're like, oh, I can't. The MASH movie's on. This is gonna be really fun. No.
Oh yeah, no.
I never liked MASH as a kid, though. I will admit this. Now.
Me either.
It was too depressing. I'm like, I don't. As a kid, like I want stuff like Brady Bunch. Do you know what I mean? Like I want problems to be solved. Ghost of Mrs. Muir, I can deal with. Another movie you shouldn't watch if you like the show. You're like, God damn, this is so depressing.
My grandpa used to watch MASH. And now I regret it, but like I used to sit there and be like, this show's stupid. Why are they doing this?
Yeah. I mean, I watched a lot of stupid TV. Don't get me wrong. But I just was like, yeah. Yeah, Sheriff Roscoe is the villain in Rolling Thunder. That is true. James, and he was Quentin Tarantino's acting teacher, James Best. So there's that. So, and also, I'll full circle it. Quentin was on an episode of Golden Girls that I watched as a kid on Saturday nights. Yeah. But let's talk about free bloodsucker rings to all patrons. How about that?
Roger has dibs on one already.
I know. Is it a horror ritual?
The horror ritual.
The horror ritual. These are shiver and shudder spine tinglers. So just so you know, and it's unbelievably weird. It's way out. Though Bloodsuckers, aka Incense for the Damned, is a hippie vampire movie. But Bloodthirst is its own thing, baby.
It sucks hippie blood.
Oh, it does.
That was the original title for Let's Scare Jessica to Death.
Oh, I know. Oh, God. What an amazing title. This is a thriller chiller, a second thriller chiller. We are not responsible for your nightmares. Yeah. I just want to, I want everybody to know in the chat, we are also not responsible for your nightmares when you watch this movie tonight.
We're not responsible if you hate it either.
But we're not responsible for your nightmares, most of all. When you watch this thriller chiller, it's a GP. That's PG backwards. And that means guidance parental. Guidance parental. Yummy.
It's different when you say it with an accent.
It is, yeah. But Bloodthirst, when this came out, like people were like, wait, it's black and white and it's 6 years old. It feels a lot older too. Notice how they say color for the first one. That's to not disappoint you. In the second one is in black and white. But you know what? Who cares?
I think it's from 65.
Yeah, 65.
When it was made.
Yeah, and it came out in 71, I think, in the US, right?
So this really is an I Eat Your Skin type thing too.
It really is, yeah. Except that this is better than I Eat Your Skin.
Anything's better than I Eat Your Skin.
It is.
And I do kind of like I Eat Your Skin. I'm not saying I would.
The problem is that I Drink Your Blood is so good, right?
That's one of them. But I think the real problem is it's just not exciting.
Mm-mm. And normally, that doesn't bother us, right?
It's not in a good way. I mean, in a good way. The good way is that you do get to soak up the tropical vibe.
Yeah.
That's what I like most of all.
There's so much good shit in I Drink Your Blood.
And it's Del Tenney.
Yeah.
It was like a special sort of hypnotic zen that he had when he made movies. Like, I don't want to say bad movies, but, just unconventional films, which it certainly is.
Yeah. But we got Bloodthirst now. Oh, so thirsty for blood.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Ew.
I've been drinking all this beer and iced tea and nothing's still thirsty. Maybe it's blood that I need.
Bloodsuckers. Is it blood you're after? So this was now you already told me that there were a couple titles for this movie, so I already just decided. I'm just going to look for ads when we're done with this segment. If I find any another
Ooh,
title, I'll show them in the third segment.
that's a reason to come back, as they say.
Yes, you need one, really. But I don't think it showed in the United States under that title. Maybe those were video titles, or
Maybe.
maybe they played other countries. I'm not sure.
We'll find out. Come back. Get the answers right here.
Yeah, the show's really happening live before your
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah. Do you want a bloodsucker ring? To all patrons while they last? Come early the next day for a flea market, not in dashes, not in quotes, but a flea market.
Look at Vampire Peter Bark in the lower right.
I know, right? Amazing. GP.
It's right after he bit the boob.
It is. Shiver and shudder, terror shock. We're going to live the horror. Chevron Pictures presents.
Chevron Pictures.
Not proudly, but they
What
do
the
present.
fuck?
They do present. Are they a real company? No.
It can't be that.
No,
Chevron.
it can't be. Not Chevron Pictures. Exxon Pictures proudly presents.
Oil spill.
Yeah. We'll open at 7:30. We'll start at dusk. God, look
It's
at
Peter Bark again.
Peter Bark. You're all over it. How about this hand-drawn type? It looks like Alex Toth handwriting.
Louisville.
Oh, Louisville. Starts tomorrow for Queen of Blood and Blood of Dracula's Castle with these.
There were certain cities where the papers carried. Usually, the local art was very minimal.
Yeah,
At least in the movie section. But
Yeah.
Louisville, they had some stunning hand drawn stuff in
yeah.
those ads.
How about here in Louisville? You can only get bloodsucker rings are just for the ladies. Free bloodsucker rings to all ladies.
It's hand drawn in there, ladies.
Ladies.
They probably did that because they didn't have enough.
They didn't have enough, but they also were like, Peter Cushing suggests that this is not a ladies' picture. So we should probably bring ladies out. Ladies, would you like a bloodsucker ring?
Well, that might be a reason to go.
Yeah.
Usually she might say, well, I'm not going to go watch that shit, but they are giving us bloodsucker rings.
Or we'd be like, hey, if you go on this date with me, I'll get you a ring. And they're like, okay. And then you get there and like, he gave me a bloodsucker ring. The mom's all excited. The whole family comes.
They all scream and come running.
Yeah. Oh, you did it. We thought you were getting engaged. No. Chevron Pictures proudly presents.
How about Blood of Dracula's Castle being on this lineup? It belongs there.
It does. And Queen of Blood.
Queen of Blood doesn't belong there.
No, not
Queen
at
of Blood's
all.
too good.
Yeah. And especially at the end. Like you want people to go home. What are you doing? You're keeping them there.
Well, maybe they didn't want you to leave. Maybe they wanted to sell some more shit at the at the snack bar.
They're like, hey, ladies that have a bloodsucker ring, we also have hot chocolate at there. So come get.
This would be a pretty late night. I'd be into this.
Yeah, I'd be definitely into this. A good lineup.
Even with Blood of Dracula's Castle, and I kind of like that movie. We've done it on the show.
Mm-hmm. Come early, stay late, but hey, please be brave.
This is Gary Newman's Drive-In.
Oh.
The New Way Drive-In.
Gary Newman's come up a lot today between us.
There's a new way.
How do you get to the Gary Newman Drive-In? In cars.
No trucks. Cars only.
Just cars only.
They'd have like things that would pop out of the road if like a pickup would try and go through there.
Like, nope,
slash your tire.
Sorry.
Don't even try it.
Don't even try it at the New Way. Tonight at the New Way. It's show starts at dusk. Oh. Bloodbath with Queen of Blood this time.
That's a movie I really want to do on the show, Bloodbath.
Yeah. This ad's gorgeous.
Oh, so much high contrast ennui.
Yeah. So good. Blood chilling horror, right? Oh.
I'm chilled right now. I mean, this
Yeah,
Maker's Mark is warming me up.
that's good. I'm just drinking the beer.
Drinking the beer.
Drinking the beer.
When the red robin comes bobbing along.
Oh,
Look
blood
at
on
that one.
Satan's claw.
As if the first two bloods weren't enough.
What if it was playing as the devil's skin?
There was blood all over the place there.
Oh my god. It's like a period piece.
That'd be pretty dumb. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
I know.
That'd be pretty dumb if they used the other title
The
in a
Devil's
blood
Skin.
lineup like this.
Yeah. AKA Blood on Satan's Claw.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I like that little W is like, hey, I'm working hard, guys.
See, I'm a claw.
I'm the toughest W you ever met.
Yeah, this is really tall and skinny. I don't like to include things like this on this show, but
yeah,
I do love the skyscraper ad.
yeah.
There was a lot of this in the 40s and 30s and 40s.
Does it say McKeesport down on the bottom?
Yeah, this is from Pittsburgh.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was at the Greater Pittsburgh 5.
Yeah, the Greater Pittsburgh and the Colonial Drive-In.
Yeah.
And the Quad Cinema in McKeesport.
Oh my god. Oh, now it's a Walmart.
Drag. That's what's going to happen to the Monroeville Mall.
I know.
Sadly.
Yeah.
All right, so here's some Pittsburgh drive-ins.
Oh my gosh. Let's. Whoa, Joy Love and Love X3, big at the Blue Dell and the Dependable.
I should point out that it didn't play in Pittsburgh until 1975.
Wow.
So this double feature, it debuted in 71, but it was bouncing around for years.
How about the Gateway daring to team up the Klansmen with Captain Kronos and Anyone Can Play?
Yeah, that was my drive-in, the Gateway in New Ken. I saw so many movies there.
We talked about, too, the biker movies. There's a nice couple places playing a biker triple feature.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Death Wish and Serpico and Fear is the Key. That's it.
Late 70s, like bikes were out and cars were in again.
Yeah.
Like the car movies and especially vans.
Yeah.
With the whole van exploitation. You didn't get a whole lot of biker movies in the late 70s.
But Wild Angels with an X? Okay. Hell's Angels on Wheels and what's the other? Devil's Angels.
Devil's Angels.
Devil's Angels.
How could there be an X rating? That can't be true.
No, because later on when it plays at the Route 19, it's R-rated.
Mm-hmm.
Camp Horn was just trying to hedge their bets. Like,
yeah.
We can be edgy too. And they're like, you're in North Hills. You're fancy. Fuck you.
That was a dumb move.
Yeah.
There were probably people that were like, I'm not going to see that. They're showing the X-rated version.
Yeah. It's got a naked bike in it. Yeah. Captain Kronos with the Klansman, though. That's some big stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Lee Marvin. You know, I honestly believe that a little bit of Marvin is enough to transform you inside.
It is. Oh. How about Bloodsuckers? Bloodthirst? Yeah. Oh, we got
Sorry.
Yes.
I flicked through it.
Oh, nice. Burton and Lee Marvin in that. So nice.
And Simpson.
Yeah. Soldier Blue and Red Sun. Love it. The movie whose time is now. Soldier Blue. Also a song by the Cult.
Soldier Boy, Tell Him.
Soldier Boy, Tell Him. Blazing Saddles and Red Sun. That's a Sam Night at the movie. Right there. Jeremiah Johnson and McHugh. Come on. Oh, my God. And Handy Calder with Raquel Welch. Would you rather see that or Bad Company? I'm going to go with Handy Calder. Oh, at the Wexford Starlight. But probably the Greater Pittsburgh, the Bloodsuckers, Bloodthirsty, Blood on Satan's Claw triple. That's where it's at.
Yeah, it's got to be one of those.
Yeah. The Blazing Saddles and Red Sun's fun. You get a little bit of fun. You get a little bit of Bronson. Like it. You got a lot of Bronson choices.
No, this isn't going to work.
No.
I'll cut it up while we're chatting.
Yeah, you got a lot of Bronson choices at the Pittsburgh drive-ins at that point. Death Wish doesn't really seem like a drive-in movie, but
I think it totally does.
You do?
I think Death Wish fits in real well with
Hmm,
drive-in. Yeah, it's kind of like Vanishing
exploited.
Point-ish,
Yeah, you're right.
Dirty
Yeah,
Mary, Crazy Larry. It's darker than those movies, but
the
it's got the
second one's
same
definitely.
visual. Oh
Yeah,
well, yeah.
the
By
second
the
one's
second
super
one,
dark.
it was just schlocky.
Well, it's
By
just
the
like how
second,
many times can it's like with Die Hard 2, you're like, how can this happen again to somebody? Like, how can someone's daughter get
yeah,
assaulted twice? And
it's something you're doing now. Like the
uh,
first time could have been, you were the
we
victim.
Phil and I talked about it on the show this time, and it's like the second one as a the first time you could be surprised as an audience member. The second one, you're complicit. Do you know what I mean? You're like, if you're coming, you like, and you want to see Bronson kill people, but you have to go through him
Yeah,
dealing with this pain, and you're like, so definitely, you're like, well, I can't wait till he kicks ass. I wish we could get through his family getting destroyed, and you're like, no, that's horrible. But the third movie completely gets rid of this conceit. It's like, you know what?
yeah.
We just want to see him kill people, and we don't need to know. We know he needs revenge because he's been through it and he's earned it now. And
Well, that was the honest approach anyway.
yeah, and that's versus like the last two. He's like James Bond. He has like a remote control soccer ball that kills people, and he's like Yojimboing gangs, and it's like, is this even Paul Kersey still? Maybe not. Maybe it's a different character. I don't know.
He had to compete.
He did.
Other
There's a
people
lot
were
that,
doing that shit. He could do
yeah.
it too.
A Canon hedged its bets on a 70-year-old Bronson and Chuck Norris, and they won for a long time with that bet. You know, I'm cool with it. Today, I'm like, when I was a kid, I'm like, I can't. Man, Charles Bronson is so old, and he's still in these action movies. Now that I'm older, I'm like, yeah, great. Like he should be in these
Yeah,
action movies.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, cool. Like they're like, okay, Charles Bronson's 70. I'm like, that's like not that far away, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm totally cool with that. He's good where he's at.
All
Yeah.
right, so here's
Oh,
the
let's see.
top half, and we had to look at this because there's so much good stuff here.
Caged Virgins and Booby Trap at the ABC I drove by all the time in Baden as a kid. Booby Trap is Booby Trap? No, that's not it. I was thinking that's the TV one. I just got that. Let's see,
So
Slaughterhouse
Booby
Five
Trap
at the drive-in.
is the but Caged Caged Virgins is Requiem for a Vampire. Are you still there?
Oh, I lost Bill.
Did I lose you?
Okay, I got you. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can. Well, I just have the ad up now. But
Okay.
Caged Virgins is Requiem for a Vampire, Jean Rollin,
Yeah, and what's Booby Trap?
and Booby Trap is an action film. I think they were both released by Harry Novak.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Booby
Here.
Trap is amazing. It's
So,
like a crazed Vietnam vet and an exploding camper in the
oh
desert.
yeah, he
And
steals all these Claymore mines. It says, yeah, from
yeah,
1970.
hmm
Wow.
it's good stuff.
Wow, I love that for the ABC. I drove by that all the time as a kid, begging to go. My parents like, no, no.
Booby Trap.
Booby Trap. How about Slaughterhouse Five? A little fancy for the drive-in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's art house drive-in like in polyester.
yeah,
Night of
yeah.
the Living Dead is the late night feature at the Gateway
Ooh,
in tiny little print there, rated R.
wow. Oh,
It wasn't.
Girls in the Love Games and Alimony Lovers playing at the fairground.
Sweet Trash was with Girls in the Love Games at the
Yeah.
Dependable.
Wow, Soylent Green playing at a couple theaters too. Nice.
That's art house.
Yeah, Super Art House and Cops and Robbers. Like it.
I
Wow,
honestly
Walter Math. Good.
I honestly believe that just a little bit of Heston is enough
Mm.
to transform you.
A double Walter Matthau feature at the Gateway with Charlie
Mhm.
Varick and Pete and Tilly. And then Night of the Living
Great.
Dead, like you said, after it, which cool.
Walter Matthau can be filthy.
He can be the filthiest. Oh, look at this. That's a great. Cage Virgins is such a weird title for that. You're like, well, where are the Cage Virgins? Like, nah, this is a beach movie about vampires.
Yeah. Forget the caged versions. We just said that to you to get you in the theater.
And you watch it and you're like, I feel like I drank too much cough syrup. I'm like, yeah, welcome to Gene Roland. That's
Look how many screens it was on in Pittsburgh. Can
Oh
you
my
believe
God.
a Jean Rollin film played all over like this?
Do you know how happy it makes me?
It's fucking amazing.
It makes me so happy that there are people that I know that may have gone to the drive-in and seen it, and they probably hated it, and they're like, I didn't like it. It was so slow, and
Of course they hated it.
vampires came out of grandfather clocks and like lived on pirate ships. Like, yes, yes, that's how it is. Oh,
That's how it should be.
how about Westworld playing at the Super 71?
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Mm. And
Well, I
believe
guess
in
this
me.
was time for Westworld. This was 75, so or no,
Yeah,
73. This was
yeah.
73.
Is it too soon to talk about 73?
That's right. See, Bloodthirst did play in Pittsburgh in 73, but it only played with this four film lineup of
Mm.
Death by Invitation
Mm.
and Messenger of Death.
Wow.
And I don't know what movie that is. I can't figure
It's
out.
not the Charles Bronson movie because that's much later. That's an 80s movie.
Right, and it can't be Demonoid because this is 1973.
Hmm.
I
What?
couldn't find anything else called Messenger of Death. So if you
Oh.
know and you're out there, let us know.
Mm.
And how about my Blood Mania playing at the Woodland and a couple others, the Twin Highway
Oh.
with Blood on Satan's Claw, Beast in the Cellar,
Ah.
Vampire Beast Craves Blood, and Cauldron of Blood at the Woodland.
Oh my God. What a night. 5 movies. How about that?
I can't get over it. Look, Wicked Wicked's at the Kenmar after Soylent Green and Cops and Robbers.
Oh my God. Could you imagine seeing that on a drive-in screen?
Sam, look what's at the Greater Pittsburgh. Can you see it at the very top in the fine print?
Uh-uh.
Toys are not for children.
Oh my God. With the Cage Virgins and booby trap?
Rated PG.
It's not rated PG. I know it's not. And
It says it's rated PG though.
70s PG. Can you imagine how destroyed people were that went to those movies?
That's not even 70s PG. I'm sorry.
No.
They just fucked up when they did
Yeah.
that.
That's a rough night at the movies. And by rough, I mean awesome.
Well, it's one that you may not be prepared for.
None of those
when it
movies
happens.
would you be prepared for by reading those
No.
titles. You think you're going to see like some fun, sexy hijinks, and you're going to be made to feel bad about it.
Toys are not for children.
Man,
Yeah. He sneaks up on you. It's something horrible.
Sweet
Grab
trash.
you.
Man, God, it's just amazing that like when you think about it, that at any point in the early 70s, you could be like, you know what? I'm going to go to the drive-in, and you could see any of these. I went past Kane Road the other day on my way home, Bill, and I thought, man, Kane Road, Cage Virgins and Booby Trap played here. Now it's a gas station.
Sad. I know, it's sad. So much has changed.
I know. But once you could have seen Believe in Me with Jackie Bissett or Bissett, however you want to say it. And now there's nothing at the Super 71. Oh.
Super 71.
I wonder what was playing. I bet
We'll be having some fun.
I bet Cage Virgins and Booby Trap played the Spotlight 88 or the Super 51 too, which doesn't always get covered in these.
Yeah, it's weird how those far-flung drive-ins didn't get, but sometimes they were.
Yeah.
Because the Sunset View in Natrona Heights, which is where I saw Silent Scream and got that zombie flyer.
Yeah.
And that was sometimes in the Pittsburgh papers, sometimes not.
Oh,
and I want to know what played there always.
Yeah. I want to know what played Spotlight 88 all the time. I got to start looking at the Beaver County papers, the Beaver County Times. Oh, I went past Spotlight 88. It's still a flea market on Sundays. They still have the same layout. And I'm like, God, it'd be so nice just to go back there. was 10 minutes from my
Yeah,
parents' house. They have a drive-in that close. It was awesome.
that's something you can't turn the clock back on, is the
Yeah.
stuff that they used to sell at those flea markets. Because now if you
No.
buy that shit, it's like $500 for
Yeah.
a mid-century lamp. You used to be able to get that for a couple of bucks.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
let's be positive.
hey, look what's coming up. Another Electro Manuel track.
Oh, wow.
Based around our second feature of the evening, Bloodthirst. So let's check it out.
It's summer and you're dressed like a beautiful, beautiful monster. The way you dance, it's summer and you dance like a beautiful monster. I can't escape the way you dance. We just got to the beach. It's too late to go to the beach. We just got to the beach. It's too late to go to the beach. And it's a shame. We both look great. And it's a shame. We both look great. But the beach is so far away. And the beach is so far away. But we just got to the beach. It's too late to go to the beach. But we just got to the beach. It's too late to go to the beach. You said it's better than that anyway. This isn't blood, it just looks that way. And you said it's better than that anyway. This isn't blood, it just looks that way. We just got to the beach. It's too late to go to the beach. We just got to the beach. It's too late to go to the beach. And it's a shame we both look great. And it's a shame we both look great. And it's a shame we both look great. And it's a shame. And it's a shame we both look great. And it's a shame we both look great. It's a shame we both look great. And it's a shame the beach is so far away. And the beach is sad, it's better than that anyway. This isn't blood, it just looks that way. And you said it's better than that anyway. This isn't blood, it just looks that way. We just got to the beach. It's too late to go to the beach. But we just got to the beach. It's too late to go to the beach.
If anything, this movie.
You weren't ready.
No, if anything, this movie proves to us that the sex crimes unit has been around since the 60s, because the sex crimes cop comes from New York to the islands to help a friend. Turns out that there's a bubble monster that has a whole cult of blood drinkers.
I'm glad I'm out of town for this one.
I think you would love it. This drink's called Elena's Blood. Very simple.
I'm filming this in the past. This is actually a Monday night drink.
2 ounces of tequila, 2 ounces cranberry juice, ounce of lime juice, half an ounce of simple syrup. Put it in a shaker. Have a storm outside.
It is.
All sorts of monsters, a blood cult. Somebody uses a fake leg to beat somebody up. This movie's got it all, true believers. It's got it all. Then we all must have it all. The kind that makes life worth living.
Remember? And then everybody waits.
They're the same song. Everybody then all must have it all. Sometimes. Pazuzu. There's no exception to Pazuzu. Pazuzu. Oh my God. This drink. So simple, yet so perfect. Does it get any better than this? No, it doesn't. Enjoy this. Enjoy the movie. This is a beautiful drink. I'm going to be drinking this all summer.
Pazuzu. Oh, we caught you in mid-swill.
Pazuzu
Ah.
to y'all. Shake it up. Hope everybody enjoys the drink. Hope everybody enjoys our second movie. Another short one, but another black and white one, but another weird one too. You're going to learn how to stay alive forever in this movie. Mostly means drinking blood. Reggie is sleeping, which means by the third segment, he's going to be absolutely bonkers and running around screaming. And he can only squeak. He makes very squeaky noises. So, yeah.
We'll see.
So we'll see. He's in his coffin bed right now. He's sacked out.
Coffin bed?
Yeah, we have like a little Halloween bed. It's shaped like a coffin. Can't see, but yeah, he's very snug in it. So yeah, he's doing well though. He's adjusting. Tomorrow he'll be very excited. His mom will be back tomorrow morning, and he'll be coddled and loved. Yeah, she misses him very bad. So they bonded very quickly. She drove over 4 hours to get him, and but she loves him. So it's very good. And then tomorrow's Mother's Day. If you celebrate, to those who celebrate, it's
Mother's Day.
It's Mother's Day tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day.
I've had to let Helga go. I'll need your help at home this weekend.
Yeah. To those that celebrate Mother's Day, to the moms out there in the chat, if there are any, happy Mother's Day. I hope you have a lovely day today. Otherwise, have a good Sunday. It is now Sunday, 12:04 Eastern. Time for perspectives, as they say. Anyways, what can we say about this vaguely vampire-ish movie? I like when movies are kind of sort of about vampires, but not really. You know what I mean? Like they're kind of like, I guess it's a vampire. I guess it's a blood drinker. I guess.
Well,
something.
You could say that they set you up to see some vampires in this movie.
Yeah. You're like, I came for bloodsucker rings. What are you giving me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is all about hot girls dancing and people getting hung up in sex crimes. Vic Diaz, right? It's got it all. So
it's visually very similar to The Deadly Organ.
It definitely is.
A Feast of Flesh. And
yeah.
I think it fits very nicely with it. I don't think we really thought very much about it when we paired them up, but they do have a lot in common.
Yeah, they're a nice double feature. They're not that I wouldn't say they were mean if they were, but they're not. It's a nice double feature.
They were both from around the same time period too.
Yeah.
65 and 67, although Bloodthirst came out later because, like we said, it was shelved. I guess no one wanted to put it out, which is what happened to I Eat Your Skin, finally released by Jerry Gross with I Drink Your Blood.
Yeah.
And that was one of the greatest team-ups because they're so completely different movies. They just sent everybody home.
Both of these movies got the memo, though. Like, we want the beach. We want, like, the hint of sex and scandal without getting all of it. Do you know what I mean? And also, like, can we have some pretty ladies and good-looking dudes? And I think they achieved that.
There was a lot more scandal in Feast of Flesh.
Yeah. Yeah, there was. But this also has that really awesome dance sequence. So there's that. It's kind of like, no, it's vamp, but also has a dancing vampire. It's kind of vampish, but not, not as good, maybe. I don't know.
Or
Jury's out.
strippers in a jazz club. That's another thing we had going tonight.
Yeah, jazz clubs
And strippers.
and strippers, jazz cigarettes. I like
Jazz
calling them jazz
hands.
cigarettes. Yeah, jazz hands. I like calling them jazz cigarettes. I'm like, what are you kids doing? Smoking jazz cigarettes?
We just watched All That Jazz
Mm.
the other day. I love that.
Oh, that's a good movie. Tim Dorch says, what did he miss? Whole movie.
You missed everything, Tim.
Yeah.
But you're in luck because we're about to cut away and watch our second feature of the night, Bloodthirst.
Yeah. And then you won't feel left out anymore. You'll be caught up. The first movie and the second movie, they're a little similar, but yeah, and teases for next week, a natural double feature. Hippie Destruction. What else can one say?
I think the less said, the better.
Yeah, early 70s though. We're getting into the early 70s again, same era.
Very, very low brow. Not
Super
something
low.
that was in every theater.
No.
But it's familiar enough to have a following.
The budget of both of next week's movies, Bill and I, it would put us out for a little bit, but we could afford it. We could have been producers on them. Like that will tell you how low the budgets are. I gotta say, Bill, one of the movies next week, I love them both, but one of them is very dear to my heart. It's so good.
The second one,
the non New Jersey one.
right?
Yeah, it's good. Also has a it's not Manson Massacre. Also a appearance
No.
by a Warhol superstar, right? And yeah, she's in it for a little bit.
You've already said too much.
I've said way too much. We should get to the movies before I tell you what it's
I don't
about.
care.
Yeah. But yeah.
I haven't been keeping it a secret anyway. Like I've been,
Just
posting
tell 'em.
stuff on IMDb. But,
Oh, okay.
we can still build it up because I don't think I told anybody what this one was. We just
No.
decided it a couple nights ago.
Yeah. That's good. Part of me is like, oh, maybe people are out there, they want to figure out, they're doing the math to figure out what it is, and like they're not. But you know what? Give me my illusions, right? But people are excited about this movie. I'm excited for you to watch it. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah, me too.
I am. God, I would like to show. They do like that, like cinema where you get to watch a movie like in an area that's like set up like it. I would like to show this at a beach and just like we all sit in the beach and tiki drinks get brought to you. And do you know what I mean? It would just be so good. What an amazing! And there'd be dancers and like kind of like one of those like luau kind of things where there's like fire on the beach that you'd see in a beach movie.
This evening has been tiki all the way.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I didn't get a tiki glass. Maybe I'll go get one for the third. Well, I kind of had this one.
Yeah, that one feels like it. I was going to say.
This one has the tiki vibe, but
Yeah.
this is the Coke.
Yeah, but it's definitely this is a tiki night at the movies. And
I love that kind of thing. This movie is another vibe.
Both Something Weird movies too.
It's fixed up too. This is a nice fixed up print as well.
Yeah.
Which I'd like to see that for all of those Filipino vampire people, aka is there a nice version of that out there?
I don't think so. I would love that because I love all these. There's the Blood Island ones that are all fixed up. The Severn just put the 4K on. So I want more. And there's the Hemisphere set that they put out too that has a couple different movies on. So, but I'm for more Filipino horror movies to get put out this nicely.
Yeah, that was undiscovered territory for me when I was first starting to. I think I had to rent those on VHS. Maybe.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if they even came out on VHS. I don't remember how I saw them, but I was like, oh, there was a whole bunch of vampire movies.
Yeah.
Filipino vampire movies. I think they're on TV, actually.
Yeah.
I think I saw one of them on. I think I saw Vampire People on TV.
Yeah, and I think there's some of the Mexican ones definitely played, like World of the Vampires and stuff played on Chiller.
Oh, I know. Yeah, those ones did. and I never saw them. I don't know why I missed those because with the word vampire in the title, my eyes were trained to look for that.
Yeah, that played, and so did the Destroyer of Monsters. Those 4 movies that are all in the same series. Those played on Chiller like twice, but they played in the '60s, I think. Though they're a little bit before.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's why I didn't see it.
Yeah, I got Chiller Theater Month coming up, Bill, in October. I already started working on it. Every day will be new Chiller posts, so I'm very excited about that. So exploring more movies that played on it.
All right, so let's get to the second feature this evening, Bloodthirst. It's streaming free on YouTube, I think I linked to.
And it's also on Tubi.
Yeah, so
That's
check
where
it
I'm
out.
gonna watch it.
The Tubi print, though, it's not always the nice version.
Oh, okay. Then I'll watch the YouTube one you showed.
Well, I don't know. I mean, if the nice version's on YouTube or YouTube, by all means. If not, you know where the link is.
I'm going to go load up the link on Groovy Doom right now.
Okay.
All right.
And come back afterwards. We'll have lots more to talk about on the third segment. Yes, there's another one. And we'll be here to do it. We hope you'll be here. After the meeting.